Welcome everyone to a new video. So in continuing on to our video series where we have been talking about aromatic heterocyclic part 2 from the book by Claydon. So today we are going to talk about the isoxazole and how they are basically synthesized. So this particular chapter is all about the synthesis of very important heterocycles that we have seen so far. So isoxazole. So these are isoxazoles. And what are oxazoles? Oxazoles are these one. When we have nitrogen and oxygen at position 1 and 3, and when they are next to each other, they are isoxazole. और हमने बात करी थी, this architecture is present in lot of drugs nowadays. जितने भी फार्मास्यूटिकल ड्रग्स आ रहे हैं, काफी मॉलिक्यूल्स के अंदर ये मॉइटी प्रेजेंट है, ठीक है। दूसरी बात शायद मैं लास्ट चैप्टर में की थी कि दिस नाइट्रोजन ऑक्सीजन बॉन्ड this can be easily cleaved with the help of the reducing agent. तो वो सब चीजें अगर कोई क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करेंगे तो वहां पर हम बात करेंगे। फिलहाल how to synthesize this molecule has been described here. So we synthesize isoxazole either from hydroxylamine or by cycloaddition reaction. That is 1,3-dipolar cycloaddition reaction. Basically, we attack the diketo with hydroxylamine, or we carry out the 1,3-dipolar cycloaddition of nitrile oxide with the alkynes. This is exactly what has been shown here. अगर मैं मान लीजिए अपना ये यहां से डिस्कनेक्ट कर देता हूं, so basically what I have done is carbon nitrogen disconnect, और यहां पर मैंने क्या किया है is basically not this one here, okay, this one. And if I do the carbon oxygen disconnect, what I will have is 1, 2, 3. So what I am going to have is 1,3-diketo compound प्लस हाइड्रोक्सिलामीन। ओके, ये हो गई हमारी स्ट्रैटेजी 1, जहां पर हम अटैक कर रहे हैं इसका डाइकीटो के ऊपर। द सेकंड स्ट्रैटेजी इज बेसिकली 1,3-डाइपोलर एडिशन, वेयर व्हाट वी हैव इज दिस नाइट्राइल ऑक्साइड, और हम उसका एल्काइन के साथ 1,3-डाइपोलर एडिशन कर रहे हैं। सो बेसिकली समथिंग ऑन दीज लाइंस, दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, इट इज गोइंग टू गिव अस द 1,3-डाइपोलर रिएक्शन। नाउ अभी हम सबसे पहले बात करेंगे द फर्स्ट स्ट्रैटेजी, दैट इज द अटैक ऑफ हाइड्रोक्सिलामीन ऑन दी 1,3-डाइकीटो एज लॉन्ग एज आपका R1 इज इक्वल टू R3, ठीक है। अगर ये आपका सिमेट्रिकल है, इफ दिस इज सिमेट्रिकल, दिस अप्रोच इज परफेक्टली फाइन, ठीक है, इट इज परफेक्टली फाइन। रीजियो सिलेक्टिविटी का कोई इशू नहीं आएगा अगर दोनों के दोनों सिमेट्रिकल है, बिकॉज इट डजंट मैटर, क्योंकि हाइड्रोक्सिलामीन में व्हाट वी हैव इज दिस नाइट्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन, दोनों के दोनों कैन एक्ट एज अ न्यूक्लियोफाइल, दैट इज नाइट्रोजन एटम एज वेल एज ऑक्सीजन एटम। बट इन केस इफ R1 इज नॉट इक्वल टू R3, अगर ये दोनों के दोनों इक्वल नहीं है, ठीक है, लेट अस सपोज कि यहां पर अगर आपका एक मिथाइल ग्रुप हो जाता है और यहां पर आपका इथाइल ग्रुप हो जाता है, यहां पर मैं फिनाइल लगा देता हूं, सो नाउ दीज टू आर डिफरेंट। अब कौन सा न्यूक्लियोफाइल इसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा, नाइट्रोजन किस साइड पे अटैक करेगा, दिस इज एक्जैक्टली व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू सी नाउ। ओके, सी एज वी सेड दैट एज लॉन्ग एज फॉर 1,3-डाइकीटो कंपाउंड्स, जब हम उसका रिएक्शन करते हैं विद हाइड्रोक्सिलामीन, when R1 is not equal to R2, there is a possibility that we may end up getting a mixture of isoxazole. Now ये किस चीज पर डिपेंड करता है when this both of them are not equal? It depends out of these two carbonyl which is more reactive. जो भी आपका ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक कार्बोनिल होगा उसका रिएक्शन होगा with the more nucleophilic atom of this molecule. तो ये किस पर डिपेंड करता है? It depends on the pH of the molecule as well. सिस्टम की आपकी pH कितनी है उस पर भी डिपेंड करता है। उसका रीजन क्या है? बिकॉज अगर कमर्शियली अवेलेबल अगर आप हाइड्रोक्सिलामीन अगर लेने जाएंगे, सो बेसिकली दिस इज अवेलेबल एज अ HCl सॉल्ट, सो हाइड्रोक्सिलामीन इज अवेलेबल एज एन हाइड्रोक्सिलामीन हाइड्रोक्लोराइड, सो यू नीड सम सॉर्ट ऑफ अ बेस टू release the actual reagent in the reaction. So this is exactly what has been shown. So basically this is what is a commercially available that you get, which is a salt which is completely unreactive. Now when the pH of the reaction is 6, which is usually made when you add bases like sodium acetate or pyridine, when you add these bases, what it forms the reactive neutral hydroxylamine. मतलब इस पे कोई भी चार्ज नहीं है, it becomes reactive using bases like pyridine and sodium acetate. So this is very very important. This is sodium acetate, you should remember this, ठीक है। लेकिन अगर आप यूज करेंगे स्ट्रॉन्गर बेसिस लाइक सोडियम इथॉक्साइड, व्हाट इट डज, it is going to abstract this particular proton to form which is this carbanion, which is very reactive. In this case at pH 6 it is this nitrogen which is the reacting nucleophile, but when it becomes very reactive when we are using bases like sodium ethoxide, जब आप sodium ethoxide base use कर रहे हैं, since you are generating a O minus charge, it is this atom which is going to react. ठीक है, so using bases like sodium ethoxide, this is the form that you generate which is very reactive. So the reaction takes place by oxygen. When the pH is 6, which you generate by using pyridine and sodium acetate, it is this nitrogen which reacts. ठीक है, ये दो चीजें आपको बहुत याद रखनी है. Now इसका example देख लेते हैं, pretty straightforward. And now here what we have is a 1,3-dicarbonyl. We clearly know that aldehyde is more electrophilic than the ketone, and here the base that we are using is sodium acetate, and we are starting with hydroxylamine hydrochloride. हमको clearly पता है under this condition what we are going to generate is a neutral reactive hydroxylamine. तो under those condition जब आप generate करेंगे NH2OH, we clearly know since this aldehyde is more reactive than the ketone, so the first step is the imine formation. So the nitrogen is going to react here, और उसके बाद फिर ऑक्सीजन आपका इधर से react करेगा. So that is the reason why this is the single product of isoxazole that you get in this particular case. दूसरा example देख लेते हैं. This reaction works well with the 1,2,4 diketoesters as well. So here what we have is a 1,2,4 diketoesters. Same reaction. Sodium acetate as a base and hydroxylamine hydrochloride. So what we are generating is basically a reactive neutral hydroxylamine here as well. अब हमारा नाइट्रोजन पहले फर्स्ट इमीन फॉर्मेशन किससे करेगा, इस कार्बोनिल से करेगा या इस कार्बोनिल से करेगा. वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हिच वन इज मोर रिएक्टिव. इट इज दिस कार्बोनिल व्हिच इज मोर रिएक्टिव. एंड व्हाई? बिकॉज नेक्स्ट टू इट इज व्हाट वी हैव इज दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग एस्टर ग्रुप which is withdrawing the electron density and making this carbonyl more electrophilic. ठीक है, more electrophilic. As a result of which nitrogen of hydroxylamine is first of all going to form imine with this carbonyl, and then oxygen is going to react as this carbon. So that is the reason why this is the single product of isoxazole that is formed in this particular case. So here I am going to discuss a very important example, and this is an example which is could be asked in the exam. उसका reason क्या है? So here we are going to talk about the reaction of bromoenones. So these are bromoenones with hydroxylamine, and here we have two cases. When we are using sodium ethoxide, we get this product, and when we are using potassium carbonate, we get this product. So completely we get two different regioisomers depending upon the base that we are using. So in the case of sodium ethoxide, we know there is a deprotonation that is taking place. Deprotonation जब हम बोल रहे हैं, what does that mean? We understood that in the presence of sodium ethoxide, this hydroxylamine hydrochloride जब ये इसके साथ react करता है, so what it does, it not only neutralizes it, ठीक है, it not only neutralizes it, but it leads to the formation of this one, this which is very reactive. So if this reactive species is forming, then it is reacting in such a way, जब ये form होता है, it is reacting in a conjugate way. So यहाँ पर what you have is a conjugate addition, or you can say Michael addition. ठीक है, आपका ऑक्सीजन इधर react हुआ, so this is what you are going to get. Next step is basically nothing but what you have is an imine formation. Imine आपका form हुआ where you have this lone pair of electron, they are attacking here. Basically net results is the elimination of water. So as soon as this is formed, what you have is a hydrogen here. So sodium ethoxide in the media, it plucks up this proton and it releases the minus HBr reaction में से निकल गया. And since you have a base in this reaction, so that base is neutralizing the HBr. So this is the product that you are getting. So when we are using sodium ethoxide, the reaction proceeds via deprotonation mechanism. But when we are using potassium carbonate, there is no deprotonation. So what we are forming is neutral reactive hydroxylamine. And if that is forming, then the first step of the reaction is pretty simple. इसके ऊपर आपका क्या हो रहा है? The first step is the imine formation. मतलब from here it is reacting the nitrogen, it is reacting this carbonyl to form the imine, मतलब water release हो रहा है. So this is what you are getting. Next step आपका क्या है कि lone pair of electron they attack here, they comes here. So this is the intermediate that you form. Again same reaction, since your potassium carbonate, the base it abstracts this proton to eliminate HBr to give the desired product. So ये बहुत important example है, because in one of the cases you have the deprotonation, so the mechanism is giving you completely different regioisomer, and where there is no deprotonation it is giving you a completely different regioisomer, and these are the two different mechanisms by which the reaction is taking place. So now we are going to look at the alternative approach that is employed for the synthesis of isoxazoles. Yeah, what is the alternative approach? जो जैसे कि हमने डिस्कस किया, it is nothing but a 1,3-dipolar cycloaddition of nitrile oxide with the alkynes. Now, the important thing is how can we prepare the starting material nitrile oxide? So generally उसके लिए क्या करते हैं? We can start from an oxime. On chlorination, it gives this particular compound, which on treatment with base like triethylamine gives us the desired nitrile oxide. उसके अलावा alternative strategy क्या है कि what we do is basically we start from nitroalkanes. पहला, या तो we treat them with the isocyanides or Mitsunobu reaction, that is a treatment with triphenylphosphine and dead. So these are the two methods which provide access to nitrile oxide. लेकिन generally क्या होता है, we do not prefer to make it and isolate it. उसका reason क्या होता है? Reason being is its ability to undergo dimerization. So जैसे ही ये बनता है within few hours, what it does is basically attacks, यहाँ पर attack करता है, it undergoes self dimerization to give you compounds like these one. So it is not preferred to make them and isolate them. That is the reason why they are usually made in situ. मतलब reaction के अंदर ही you make them or react them, unless you have functional groups. Here जब अगर आपका R1 is some electron withdrawing group है और it is conjugated, मतलब some sort of a conjugation, जिसकी वजह से it is getting stabilized. Unless these two factors are present, they are not made and isolated. So it is preferred to generate them in situ and react. Now, अब अगर हम बात करें इसकी nitrile oxide की with aryl alkynes, such reactions are very regioselective. They are very clean and they are regioselective. उसका reason क्या है? The reason being the HOMO of the alkyne, it undergoes interaction with the LUMO of the nitrile oxide. ठीक है? इसका HOMO उसके LUMO से react कर रहा है. That is the reason why what you get is a single product. So such reactions are highly regioselective. So this is what is happening. So O basically attacks here, this attacks, and this one. So that is the reason why you get the single product. This is exactly happening in all the cases. Now, problem कहाँ आती है? Where is the problem? The issue is when you have these alkynes which has electron withdrawing group. So when you have alkynes which has electron withdrawing group, here apart from the HOMO of alkynes which reacts with the LUMO of nitrile oxide, reverse भी होता है आपका. Now the HOMO of nitrile oxide also reacts with the LUMO of the alkyne. That is the reason why what you end up getting is the mixture of product. So this is not an ideal situation. So if you are going to make such compounds, it is always preferred to start with the aryl alkyne so that the reactions are regioselective. And on the alkynes, usually if you have electron withdrawing group, you will get a mixture of product. So this could be a question जो कि आपको पूछा जा सकता है. You could be given options. You could be shown this reaction, जैसे GATE exam में, you could be asked कि either you are going to get a regioselective single product or a mixture of product. So you should know this particular basic कि अगर electron withdrawing group होगा, you will get the mixture, और अगर आपका aryl alkyne होगा, then you will get a regioselective product. And this is a method that you should know. Using this method, we form the nitrile oxide. Okay, and this is one of the side reactions that you should be aware of. So these reactions are highly regioselective, and what is happening in this case, basically this nitrile oxide, this is stabilized because what you have is this electron withdrawing group. So you have a carbonyl, as a result of which this is stabilized, and as long as this side chain is short, these reactions are highly regioselective. irrespective of the electronics. अगर आपका यहाँ फिनाइल ग्रुप प्रेजेंट होता है या कोई भी ग्रुप प्रेजेंट होता, you are going to get the same regioselectivity. So the reaction is going to takes place via this one to give you the single product, despite of the fact whatever electronics are present. अगर यहाँ पर electron withdrawing group भी present हो या फिर phenyl group भी present हो, you are going to get the same product for the intramolecular 1,3 dipolar reaction for the synthesis of. Next we are going to talk about the tetrazoles and triazoles. So these two, they can also be made by the cycloaddition reaction. इन दोनों भी बनाए जा सकते हैं. For example, यहाँ पर what we have is this tetrazole. ठीक है, 4 नाइट्रोजन. अगर मैं इसका simple disconnect करूं, if I do a simple disconnect, what I am going to have is cyanide, ठीक, a cyano compound, and I am going to have this hydrozoic acid. But अगर हमको hydrozoic acids are very dangerous. They are very dangerous. So although this disconnect seems pretty good, but it is this reagent which is hydrozoic acid which makes this reaction pretty dangerous and not so good. So एक simple modification अगर हम इसके अंदर करें, if we carry out a simple modification, that is if we simply deprotonate this nitrogen, ठीक है, अगर मैं मान लीजिए यहां से यहां इसको ऐसे FGI दिखाऊं, FGI, दैट इज यहां पे मैंने क्या किया, इसके अंदर मैंने बेस, अगर मैंने इसके अंदर बेस डाला तो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू गेट इज अ कार्बेनियन. अब अगर इस इंटरमीडिएट का इफ आई कैरी आउट द सेम डिस्कनेक्ट, व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू हैव इज दिस साइनो कंपाउंड एंड एजाइड. दिस एजाइड सोर्स बहुत आसानी से अवेलेबल है. यू कैन हैव द सोडियम एजाइड, सो वेरियस सोर्सेज ऑफ azide or TMS azide. So you have various sources of azides that are easily available और reactions हम आसानी से इसके कर सकते हैं. This comes as a solid compound. So weighing and all that is pretty easy. If we compare it to the hydrozoic acid, अगर हम इससे compare करें, this is pretty good. All the azides are also explosive. But अगर हम hydrozoic acid से compare करें, so this is much better disconnect. Now, अगर हम reaction करते हैं of cyano alkyl cyanide with sodium azide which is buffered with ammonium chloride. ठीक है, इसको हम क्या कर रहे हैं, buffered कर रहे हैं ammonium chloride से. Basically we are providing a media and we are heating this reaction in DMF at 100 degrees Celsius. So this is basically what is happening. 1,3 dipolar addition हो रहा है. ठीक है, this is what is happening and it attacks here and this opens to give us this कार्बेनियन. अब रिएक्शन तो जब हम क्वेंच कर रहे हैं, वर्कअप कर रहे हैं, सो दिस इज गेटिंग प्रोटोनेटेड टू गिव अस द डिजायर्ड टेट्राजोल. सो दिस सीम्स लाइक अ वेरी एलिगेंट अप्रोच. अगर हम हमारे साइनो कंपाउंड्स को सोडियम एजाइड एंड अमोनियम क्लोराइड LiCl और DMF में ले, सो दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. सो एक्चुअल रिएजेंट इसके अंदर आपका क्या है, इट इज दिस अमोनियम एजाइड which is forming in the reaction by the reaction of sodium azide with ammonium chloride. Ammonium azide is forming and this azide, इसका जो काउंटर एनायन है, इसका जो काउंटर एनायन है, that is ammonium rather than the hydrogen here. So this is far better and it is undergoing 1,3 dipolar addition to give you the desired compound. So this seems like a very good disconnect. अब यही methodology कैसे यूज की गई थी in the synthesis of iodomethacin. ठीक है, हमने इसके बारे में पहले भी पढ़ चुके हैं. So what basically we do, we start from the indole, we carry out the Mannich reaction to give this compound. इसका अगर हम NaCN से reaction करते हैं, this is what we get. इसका mechanism मैंने पहले वीडियोस में explain किया हुआ है. यहां से यहां तक I have clearly explained it. Okay. So now what we have is the cyano compound. ठीक है. Then we treat it with sodium azide, ammonium chloride, lithium chloride, DMF at 100 degrees Celsius. We are basically heating them. This is exactly what we are doing. What it does is basically leads to the formation of this tetrazole moiety. और मैंने जैसे आपको बताया भी था, the pK of this is approximately that of 5, which is very close to that of acid. So initially in this particular drug, what they had is an acid moiety, but because it was causing some complications, so they replaced the acid with the tetrazole. So दोनों का जो response होता है, दोनों के दोनों the response of acid and this tetrazole moiety, it draws the same response from the body, but this is much better as compared to the acid, having an acid group. इसीलिए उन्होंने इस ड्रग के अंदर ये सब्स्टिट्यूशन किया था. Now when we are basically what we want, actually इनको next step के अंदर what they want is to basically carry out the acylation at this particular position, but टेट्राजोल का जो पीके है, वी नो दिस इज अराउंड 5, सो टेट्राजोल NH इज मोर एसिडिक देन द NH ऑफ द इंडोल, सो दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई दे डिसाइडेड टू गो अहेड विद द डायनाइन केमिस्ट्री। यहां पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, डायनाइन केमिस्ट्री है। डायनाइन केमिस्ट्री में व्हाट वी डू, वी यूज एक्सेस बेस। एक्सेस बेस से आपका क्या हुआ, इस नाइट्रोजन का भी डीप्रोटोनेशन हो गया, इस नाइट्रोजन का भी डीप्रोटोनेशन हो गया, बिकॉज हमको पता है कि दिस इज मोर स्टेबल एज कंपेयर टू दिस वन, ठीक है, दिस कैन बी रेजोनेंस स्टेबलाइज, ठीक है, हमको पता है कि ये ज्यादा एसिडिक है तो मतलब ये कम रिएक्टिव होगा। उसके बाद जब हमने इसे एसाइलेशन किया, इट इज दिस नाइट्रोजन व्हिच इज अंडरगोइंग एसाइलेशन to give you the desired indomethacin having this tetrazole at this particular position. So this is how we can utilize the chemistry to get the desired molecule, ठीक है। So we can look at one such example जहां पर the same tetrazole formation chemistry has been employed. So here what we have is 3-cyanobromoबेंजीन, और आपने अगेन सोडियम एजाइड, अमोनियम क्लोराइड, लिथियम क्लोराइड, DMF at 100 degrees mix किया to form this tetrazole linkage. That is what we have done. Now what we are doing is basically using a base to abstract this particular proton on the nitrogen to form the nitrogen carbanion. Now the next step is basically the conjugate addition. That is what is happening, ठीक है, to install this linkage at this nitrogen position. Now एक क्वेश्चन जो आप पूछ सकते हैं, वो क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं कि ये इसे इनोलाइज होके व्हाई इट इज गेटिंग अटैच्ड टू दिस पर्टिकुलर नाइट्रोजन, ये डायरेक्टली इसके ऊपर एडिशन क्यों नहीं हुआ। ऑनेस्टली दिस कैन अटैच टू एनी ऑफ द नाइट्रोजन, बिकॉज हमको पता है इन द केस ऑफ द टेट्राजोल केमिस्ट्री द नेगेटिव चार्ज कैन बी delocalized over all the nitrogens, so all the nitrogens can attack this moiety, but honestly I have no idea. मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है why this reaction is specifically linking at this nitrogen. It could have linked to any of the nitrogens, किसी से भी हो सकता था, but I have no idea honestly, so I cannot say for surety why the reaction is taking place at this position, ठीक है। So the next step is pretty simple, treatment with the SOCl to convert acid chloride, followed by attack with the amine to form the amide moiety. So this particular compound is nothing but an anti-inflammatory drug. So we can clearly see how the chemistry that they developed can be utilized to make the drug molecules. And जैसे कि मैंने बोला था, there are a lot of drug molecules which have these triazole, tetrazole moiety that is present within their framework. Now we are going to look at how we can synthesize triazoles by click chemistry. ठीक है? Now we are going to look at one of the prominent method that is used for the synthesis of the triazole moiety. In fact, the name of the reaction is click chemistry, or this particular reaction is very important from the from interview point of view, because in a lot of interviews these questions are generally asked कि selectivity क्या होगी for reaction की। Generally पहले बताता हूँ, let us suppose if you take an alkyne, and if you take azide, so here what we have is an alkyne azide, and if you just simply mix them, दोनों को mix करके what you do is basically you are heating them, so what you end up getting is basically a mixture of triazole. So here what you are going to end up is the mixture of triazole. We can see that both of them we are getting, so what we are getting is basically 1,2 and 1,4 substituted as a mixture. So what Sharpless basically did, he observed that when you are using a copper 1 soap, let us suppose if you are carrying out this particular click reaction, is presence of copper 1 source, so you can start from copper sulfate in presence of a reducing agent, क्योंकि यहाँ पर copper आपका क्या +2, so what you need is a basically reducing agent to reduce this copper 2 into copper 1. So the reducing agent आपका क्या हो सकता है, it can be sodium ascorbate, mostly यही यूज करते हैं, ठीक है, सोडियम एस्कॉर्बेट, और इसके अलावा बाकी भी रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट यू यूज इन दिस पर्टिकुलर रिएक्शन टू रिड्यूस कॉपर 2 to copper 1. So what they observe in presence of copper 1, the reaction is not only faster, but what you get is a regioselective 1,4 substitution, 1,4 substituted triazole. This is what you get. So again the reaction is exactly taking place similarly, आपका इधर react हुआ, and this is how the reaction is taking place in presence of copper 1. The same chemistry now we can clearly see has been employed for the synthesis of such elegant molecule. यहाँ पर आपने क्या किया, डाई क्लिक किया है, दो आपने ट्राइazole moiety यहाँ पे पुट करी है, ठीक है, here what we have is a phenyl, ठीक है। So what we have is this phenylacetylene in presence of diazide moiety, but we're using copper turning to carry out the click reaction. Of this reaction की एक और important part and what is so special about this reaction is that you can carry out these reactions in presence of water, and the yield of the reaction is very high, which makes these reactions very elegant and attractive in organic chemistry community, because not only you are making this pivotal triazole core, but you are making it regioselective, faster, in presence of environmentally better solvents like water. So this was pretty much about the chemistry of the triazole.